Carolina Panthers at 10-4, still fighting for a home playoff game. So why don't they get much Super Bowl love? Because of their trend this season. You know the one that reads like this: the Panthers go as their quarterback goes. Here's head coach Ron Rivera when asked if Cam Newton is playing better than when he won the MVP in 2015.
I think he is. I think he's hitting his stride right now. I think having gone through, what he did during OTAs and mini camps, coming out of the surgery and then trying to get back into it during training camp, not really having the type of training camp that we as a football team could develop and grow together with, and then having to do with his regular season started. I think he's playing as well as he had, in the past, and if not better. So I'm excited about us going forward, and a big reason because of the way he's playing right now.
We somehow, I don't want to use the word mock, but we place it on a certain level when we talk about, the Panthers, like they only play as well as Cam plays. But same thing happens with a lot of other teams. The Patriots play as Tom Brady plays, and we don't seem to knock them for that. So, CJ, I'll ask you this. Are the Carolina Panthers right now the best team in the NFC when Cam Newton plays very well?
Are they the best team when Cam plays well? I mean, they're a better football team. They're already one of the best teams when Cam doesn't play his best. But let's get to Coach Rivera. And we have to, full disclosure. Cam went through an offseason, probably not his best offseason. Had a procedure done, had been banged up last year, had his worst season last season, and the rehab went all the way into training camp. So Cam didn't get a lot of reps this summer. So we thought that he would struggle early. But the coach, for him to say that, Cam's hitting his stride right now. Now, physically, he might be feeling better. But from a consistency standpoint, Cam Newton, the numbers would tell a different story than what Ron Rivera. If you look at what Cam has done the last 6 weeks, we have a tremendous graphic of Cam. The NFL average for quarterbacks, Nick, I know, passing rating, it's 88. But if you look at Cam at week number 9, 71. He was amazing the next week at 120. But the next week,
oh my God,
59. If this was the Dow Jones, we would all be out of the stock market. Week 13, 107 against the Saints. Week 14 against the Vikings. Let's go 64. Week 15 against the Packers. 129. So now we're in week 16. So if the graphic continues, then I expect him to come back. The problem is, and the position that Cam and them are in, it doesn't look like they're going to have a bye week. So they're going to have to win 3 games to get to the Super Bowl. Now, which 3 of these games are going to be the 3 playoff games? Because the graphic, in one of these games, they're going to lose. Right. Because there's no stretch where the 3 games where he plays well. And for the coach to say that, he's back to 2015, that's not even close to the truth. Like, his nose just started to grow. In 2015, he was amazing, and he was very, very consistent.
I think I know what you're going to say. In that stretch that you just showed, Panthers went 5-1.
Well,
so maybe it's not completely indicative.
That is not what I was going to say. Can we show that graphic again?
5-1.
If we could just show this graphic again, the one I just want America to think. If you watch the show at all, think of the graphics I call on. Because here's what our amazing staff does for me. I get 2 lists of numbers next to each other. Maybe I'm lucky enough to get a picture. Cece's got all of a sudden a flow chart. We got a red line league average.
It's on Excel.
I have no idea.
Jamila felt like her career wasn't going nowhere with you.
Okay.
She said, let me get over to Chris and make him a graphic and have a little impact.
Listen, it's a great graphic, and it speaks to what Cece was saying before this 6-week stretch, which is consistency is the issue with Cam. There's no rhyme or reason, it would seem, if Cam's going to play well or not. Now, I will say what is true, not only can they win when he doesn't play well, but when he plays great. The 4 games this year where he's had a 120-plus quarterback rating, they're 4-0, including wins against New England, Detroit, Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. So 3 wins against really good teams.
Yes.
To answer the question, are the Panthers the best team in the NFC when you get the good version of Cam? With Carson Wentz injured, I believe the answer to that question is yes. They have the last 6 weeks, they have one of the top rushing attacks in the league. The defense is a weird one. It's kind of like the Bizarro Pats defense recently, where they're allowing more points but not many yards. So they need to button up the defense as far as red zone defense, points allowed. They're not forcing quite enough turnovers. That's maybe one of the reasons why.
And turning the ball over.
Right. And that is on Cam, typically. Not always, but typically. Yes. But we were talking with Baron Davis, actually, off the air. We asked him, since he lives in Los Angeles, he says he likes the Rams now they're down there. And I said the Rams' A-plus game might be the best A-plus game, all three phases of any team in the league. I feel like Carolina's on that list. Now, Carolina, the reason people don't want to believe in them is you don't know if you're getting an A-plus or a C-minus game. But if the Panthers play a game where they are hitting on all phases. Their kickers only missed one kick all year. We know the talent they have on defense. And when Cam is making his receivers better than they should be, that's a super dangerous team.
But we're in week 16, and we're still saying if the Panthers can play,
But they got 10 wins, though, Jenna.
Right.
You're right. But there's a reason why we keep having the conversation. They have 10 wins, so we should be saying no matter what, they seem to be okay. But if Cam Newton has a quarterback rating over 120.
Because we have this conversation.
They have a good team. All right.
Yeah.
They are not Green Bay without Aaron Rodgers. All right. So we just have not seen a player, or we just haven't been as critical of other superstars that aren't consistent.
Sure.
And Cam sits on a corner by himself. He is a superstar in the NFL who is not consistent.
Now, my question to you then would be, why do we talk about their inconsistency if their record is what it is?
Because y'all like picking on me. Because you guys know I like the Panthers. There's only 4 teams in the league with a better record than the Panthers. Oh, the Steelers were inconsistent, too. They got damn 11 wins. Panthers inconsistent. They got 10 damn wins.
The latest and greatest from LeVar Ball next on First Things First. Sometimes we get him fired up just to see what he does. Just to see how and we got it. That was it.
Unbelievable.